What's your craziest realization? Come a little closer. Actually, you don't even have to be that close. Hi, how are you guys doing? I was about to say I recently realized that I am my biggest problems and I'm really tired of my own BS. I've been growing tired for a while, but I think we have made it to the zenith of my frustration. I think we have made it, or I have made it to my Mount Everest of what is shit you doing, girl? What the hell you doing, girl? I feel like this video, don't mind my background. Honestly, I was doing all the things I wasn't supposed to do, like watching hosts and talking on the phone and wasting time instead of doing what I said I do, which is record a video, post to YouTube. Because, I can't pin this on my clothes. I don't know why I'm doing this. Because I'm lazy. So there are a few things that I have had to come to grips with. And I always talk about honesty and honesty to self, honesty with self. And I find that that is so difficult. It's so hard to look yourself in the mirror and see all your flaws and say, okay, I'm great, I'm awesome, but this is me too. I am these poor decisions. I am this can't bother. I am this lazy. I am this person who a lot of times puts instant gratification way ahead of things that will bring me pure and ultimate joy in the future. Cause I'm like, but I like this now. And it's not easy to acknowledge those things, but sometimes you just have to step back and look at your life. And I've been doing that, and I'm like, Ruthann, you are your problem. And I think I've gotten away with it for years. How do I fix this? I think because my 25% sometimes looks more than somebody's 100%. And I'm not bashing anybody. I'm not saying, oh, I'm just good and great. But bear with me for a moment, and maybe you can find that you have something similar with me, something that we both need to change. And it's that because sometimes when we don't give our best, it's recognized as good and awesome. It prevents us from being great. Let me know if you guys are getting what I'm saying. Like, for instance, I mean, other people may be like this, where you procrastinate a lot. And for me, my procrastination is not because I'm a perfectionist, because in the end, I'm just gonna do it and I'm gonna punch it out. I think for a lot of my life, I have just been base level. And it might not look like that from the outside. And that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's 100% is different. Everybody's 50% is different. But you, and I know me, and I know that sometimes things that seemingly look great and are great did not get my full attention. And I'm like, what if you were to give 75%, Ruth, not even 100, 75%? What if you could push through and do those things? And I don't know where I get this thing from, where last year, and I think this year is coming in, and I know I'm babbling and this is almost like therapy, but I said I wasn't gonna go past 5 minutes, and it's like 4 minutes 25. But maybe we can stop at 8. Where, what was I saying? I forgot. Maybe I should pause and go back and see what made I say. Hmm. Oh, I remember where I have to keep reminding myself I can do hard things. My best friend pointed out something earlier this year, late last year, and there's so much truth to it. I'm somebody who's flexible, which is great. I remember when I wanted to go to France, I applied. They told me I was too old. And I came back to the office and I said, okay, on to the next. What next? Because I'm leaving anyway. I mean, eventually they called back and I did get through for the program, but I'm like that. So I think sometimes I don't push enough. I don't give enough pressure to get the diamond because somewhere along the line I'm like, oh well, oh well, on to the next. And so flexibility, let me wrap that quickly. So flexibility, it's good. It's good that you can be flexible. It's good that you won't become stagnant because you're scared to move in another direction because something is not working out. It's okay to quit. I don't have a problem with that. It's the intelligence, it's the wisdom of knowing when to, and it's also knowing when to push some more. I don't know if I've learned the when to push some more kind of thing. And I'm working on that. I've been promising myself that I'd be back on social media just to post videos. I have tons of content because I like to do it and I like to do it for me. And yes, it's great. I love when people enjoy the content that I put out. But if I'm being honest with you guys, it's because I like it and I like the things that I record and I like how I record the things that I record. And that may not be to the taste of everybody and not everybody might like it and I'm okay with that, but there's this, oh my god, this nonchalance, there's this spirit of laziness, this spirit of not starting, this spirit of having these great ideas and not just going forth and doing it, the spirit of actually recording some of these videos and just not editing, just not putting it out there. And I'm not here to diss up myself and put myself down. I'm simply here to acknowledge that these are some of my flaws. I am my biggest problem. There are other problems that I may have, but I am one of my biggest problems, which means also that I am the solution. And I am not scared of changing, but I don't know why it's taking me so long to change in this arena. So what I found myself doing recently, because I keep making the same poor decision that never got me to where I needed to go, but I know it. It's almost like mentally sometimes we become comfortable with certain kinds of failure. We become comfortable with who we are, even when we know that we need to change. And so we find ourselves stuck there, repeating it. And I find that I am living my life in a cycle. Everything in a cycle. Everything we go, they come on in a circle. I love the song. But I am not happy with that. I've acknowledged that. And a lot of times people will say, but Ruthann, you know these things. And sometimes I can intellectualize things away and don't do nothing. So I'm busy acknowledging that, hey, this is where I'm at. This is the kind of work that I need to put in, but then I don't put it in. So it's almost like maybe it'd be better off if I didn't even know, because at least then I could say it's ignorance, it's blissful. But I know better and I'm not doing better. Anyway, long and short, let's bring it together before I wrap, because this is getting to 10 minutes and I'm not edit it, me just post it up same way. And I hope that I'm able to reach somebody. You know what? Maybe I need to do a video like this every day until I can get myself out of this quicksand that I'm in, that's swallowing me, and I'm not able to really get out and do what I want to do. So something to just kickstart. You know, yeah, if you drive standard juke starter vehicle, yes, and push it off the hill, yeah, something like that. So what I've been doing, I've been writing down things so that I can learn to operate within a parameter. I can work within boundaries. So if this is what I want, this is what I need to do. Yes, there still needs to be a level of flexibility to say, okay, that doesn't work, then let's do this and all of that. But also writing down the things that are most important to me and reminding myself of these things. So when things get tough, when times get hard, sorry, I can go back and say, but this is what I'm working towards. Today is going to be a rough day. Today is going to take some elbow grease, but I can do it. And I'm so grateful for the friends I have, especially my best friend, Camellia. This is somebody I can talk to about anything and everything. And she's not scared to say, Ruth, and you need to put in the work. Ruth, and you need to. How can I? And this is one of my favorite sentences from her. It's like, how can I help you? What can I do to get you from this point to that point? So this is the first step. I've been making several little steps along the way. I've been trying to be consistent and be deliberate. So this is a first step in coming back. And I know I've said it many times on social media. And I'm hoping that while I grow in this area, I'll be able to learn enough lessons here and my cup will overflow